Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. I'm delighted to have the opportunity to speak with you as Catholic Social Services prepare to run their annual Kotahitanga Appeal. I'm very aware that, like everyone in our society, Catholic Social Services has been impacted by COVID in the last couple of years, the restrictions that it has put on all of us. While it has meant a pause in some of the activities of Catholic Social Services, they are part of a new model of community partnerships, and this confirmed the importance of people collaborating, working together, working effectively alongside people in our parish communities, our chaplaincies, our other Catholic organisations, and other social service sectors that are known as NGOs. Every year, the Kotahitanga Appeal is important for us. I'd like to let you know that a lot of Catholic social services are carried out in the background, but it would be good to also let you know that as a social service outreach in the Archdiocese of Wellington, we offer social work, a parenting program for dads, prison and hospital chaplaincy, support for refugee resettlement and advocacy for those people, a program we call Seasons for Growth, which is about training and companioning people who have suffered some kind of crises or loss in their life. We're about caring for our clergy healthcare support, and training and support for befrienders and people in the Seasons for Growth volunteers. The ongoing support and the changing intervention of our social workers continued even during the difficult times of lockdown. Catholic Social Services staff responded to the many needs of vulnerable people who found themselves homeless and struggling. We know that the impact on families being homeless and living week to week in emergency accommodation is really significant and very hard on those families. The stress and anxiety levels affect people's relationships, their ability to parent, and sometimes sadly results in harm and violence within the families. Catholic Social Services actually has a very small team, but now it's being supported and complemented by trained befrienders and volunteers of the Seasons for Growth program who work alongside our social workers, and they all do wonderful work. One of the things that's happened in the last 2 or 3 years has been what we've called a benefit impact. And the benefit impact is something that I want to share with you, and particularly about one of the impacts that was run in Levin earlier this year and run particularly for the deaf community. It was good to see people in the deaf community come along, have the opportunity to talk to people about what benefits they were on and what else they might be entitled to. And that has worked for a number of people through a lot of communities. I've been very impressed by people at the local parish level who have got in and supported Catholic Social Services in the benefit impact weeks, because they have learnt so much about people living in their own communities who are struggling to make ends meet, people who are living from week to week, finding it very difficult, which has meant that those people in the parishes have become interested and supportive. The impact for the deaf community provided a lot of learning for Catholic Social Services and revealed a socio-linguistic group of men and women who struggle every day to receive the help and assistance that we hearing people take for granted. Many of you will also be aware that Catholic Social Services have given incredible support to Afghan refugees coming into the city and around the city, not just in Wellington itself. The response of people went beyond our expectations with the offering of household items, food and money, and a great amount of housing. We were very humbled and grateful to everyone who contributed to that appeal to support the Afghan refugees. So very briefly, I've outlined some of the work of Catholic Social Services. It's wonderful work. The people who work for Catholic Social Services are very committed and they have great support from others. But we cannot do it either without your help. If you're able to, in these hard days of COVID times and long lockdowns, we would greatly appreciate your support for this year's Kotahitanga Appeal, so that our team can continue to deliver the practical, financial, and psychological support to vulnerable people around Wellington City and around parishes across the Archdiocese of Wellington. You will see at the end of this little appeal, the support for Kotahitanga, that you can click on a link in this video which will contact you with our team, and we would greatly support any donation that you can manage yourself to help those who really need our help. I'm grateful to you for listening. I do hope you're able to support in some little way. I thank you and wish every blessing on you for those who do support us and reach out to the vulnerable and those who are struggling in our society.